to Electromagnetic Waves, Physics in Necrotic World, Episode 24, Infrared Radiation. Welcome, strangers. I get it now. So, I can type faster than I can speak, really. That makes a lot of sense. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm in the flow, more or less. And I can connect everything with my whiteboard and then type up every episode in notes. And then whenever I can record it, I'll do an improv recording and then just a brain dump of an episode outline. Like this episode would probably take a bit longer to record because of the backtrack. So I haven't recorded episode 13 yet. Now I obviously have. Now I've posted up to episode 23. But when I was writing the outline, I hadn't even recorded episode 13. But this is fun. I like this. I love this. Why didn't I do this before? Epic stuff. Podcast. I should have done podcasting before. This is fun. I like talking. Okay, so infrared radiation, right. There are particles, then there are particles. The difference, kinetic energy. Hotter generally means higher temperatures, in which everything oscillates faster. So making these caterpillars, hang on, not caterpillars, unless you're cooking the caterpillars, that is. Is this what survival food has come to? Okay, so caterpillar particles on the fire get hotter, vibrating, accelerating, then radiating. What a learning curve that is. Radiating what exactly? Gross caterpillar combustion smells. Mate, don't overcook it. Ew. That creation is even worse than burnt caterpillar. I think it's okay. Just feed the zombies. They're people too, obviously. Microwave ovens, yes, microwave ovens, have multiple energy transfers between caterpillar molecules, making them go round, round, and round, spinning in all axes. Apparently you can now cut things in 6 axis. 6 axis! Super cool. 6 axis cutting machines exist. And that's mind-blowing. Oh, my mind hasn't literally blown off yet. That's not a problem. It's a metaphor. We all know that, I think. Anyways, these caterpillar particles have increased kinetic energy. The temperature overall increases. This cooks the caterpillar. Hopefully, this is less burnt than the open fire roasted method we were using before. I say we, but obviously I don't like burning caterpillars. That'd be really gross. But, if this is what it's come to, it should have less soot too. I still wouldn't eat it if I were you. I would definitely suggest that you still feed the zombies. But that's better than having a burnt cadaver on my doorstep. Please don't. I'm not a vegetarian. You might be a vegetarian, hopefully. But I'm definitely a buggetarian. I don't know if that's a word, but it's a word now. Everything and everyone radiates infrared radiation. At least on Earth anyways. Actually, no. All objects above absolute zero, which is minus 273 degrees. So it's a low bar, yeah? Minus 273 degrees Celsius, which is really everything above the Big Bang's relic radiation, which is cosmic microwave background radiation, also known as CMBR, also known as the plasma that has settled and cooled for God knows what reason. It's detected as microwaves, and actually there's a link here. So there's a link here because far infrared radiation. There's a link here with the far infrared radiation because of the ultra low temperature. Absolute zero, as in thermal energy jazz moves. Thermal energy transfers stop altogether, or as Shakespeare would say, the rest is silence. Brilliant. So higher frequency and shorter wavelengths before the infrared waves along with heating. Most objects emit frequencies between 700 nanometers and 1 millimeter, which comfortably, I can't even speak English sometimes, comfortably sits in the infrared zone. How red? How nice. Infrared radiation, well, an infrared camera would show absolutely everything. Like you and I can see right now as a light source of some proportion. An ice cube would be bluer though, understandably. If you by any chance have an ice cube that somehow reached absolute zero, chuck it at me. Like, I'd love to see it. Chuck it under an infrared camera first, and maybe you'll get something darker than Vanta black. Nah, I'm joking. That's not really feasible, is it? It's still a possibility though, so please do let me know. That'd be fascinating. I mean, if you actually ate the burnt caterpillar, wow, that's crazy, that's insane. Hey, it's okay. Did you get food poisoning? You know what, let me find a doctor who's not a zombie. In the meantime, I asked my friend to find a doctor for me. I can lecture you on how digital thermometers work. Not a lecture, obviously. You'll enjoy this, right? No, I mean inform how temperature would be calculated. That's legally sound, of course. Of course a lawyer would do the same, especially if they have a keen interest in infrared radiation radiating from all objects and the terms and conditions that apply to the doctor's services in order to avoid lawsuit. So I'm legally representing the doctor in their absence, if that makes sense. You could more or less pray that they come soon, but actually I'm not really sure it's food poisoning. I don't think a thermometer I'm pressing to your forehead does much help. Anyways, this measures the wave's frequencies. The waves that are radiating from your forehead are vibrating faster if your temperature is increased. Well, if your temperature has increased. Oh, it has increased. The doctor, no worries. You don't really need to come, because the higher frequency suggests that you have a fever, and the burnt caterpillar cadaver digested, suggests that you have food poisoning. Oh, actually, wait, no, doc, please come back. I can only do a partial diagnosis and zero treatment. I have no idea what I'm doing, so please sort this out. I'm just gonna go and find a crossbow to defend our fort. It should ideally hold until you guys get better. Then we can be on our way. Sorry, that was a mouthful. I didn't say that properly. Then we can be on our way into the wider world. Yeah. I mean, battling zombies, what a life. What fun, you know? A remote control would use infrared radiation, but it's a shame I can't really find one. Otherwise, I'd happily, that's not proper. I'd happily put the television on. Perhaps the caterpillar would become better cooks with infrared radiation by electric cooker. Infrared radiation as in yeah, it's infrared radiation. No, sorry, I was going to say IR as in infrared radiation, but I think you would have got that by now. So just checking you guys got that. Sorry, I should have said it at the start, but thermal imaging cameras and communicating via fiber optic cables. So hello, future. Hopefully those would still be intact, but let's be real, I bet the zombies would have chewed them somehow. Despite the electrocution, maybe the electricity would cause them to chew faster. I mean, I don't really know how zombie dentures work. Maybe I need to consult a professional biologist. The only danger really is that, like, ouch, big danger. Your skin could burn up instead of the caterpillar cadaver. Your skin would be like on fire. So see you next time at Physics in Necrotic World. This is your host, Rimona Christian, R out.